Mock test is still getting updated. We are working on it. Syllabus, exam PYQ, interview questions. So any exam syllabus, if you want to see, right? So
is the voice is clear now? Is the voice is clear? నేను చెప్పినప్పుడు రావాలి, అక్కడ ఉండాలి, అక్కడే ఉండాలి. నేను అక్కడే ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ నాయిస్ వస్తుందని చెప్తున్నాను. నేను పిలిచినప్పుడు రావాలి ఇక్కడికి, సరేనా? Is it clear, students, now?
TCS NQT, right? TCS Infosys, right? So even it's
Is my
not,
voice is clear now?
so you can just open it and you can go inside this. And these are all available
Okay,
for
incoming.
I'm not charging you anything. So here if you go and see, so there will be previous year questions also will be there in this particular video, right? So you see previous year question has been covered with the solutions we are putting it here, right? Okay. So and then started seeing it needs a lot of effort.
That's all available.
This
This
examination
meeting
space.
is being recorded.
Is it okay? Is it clear now? Is it clear? Okay. Now I'll start with, so previously we started with Python, and we started with communication between Python program and Oracle. These steps we already completed, and we also completed the topic for step number 4, step number 3 completed now. So Manoj and Raman చెప్పు ఇప్పుడు ఫోన్ చేసి రమ్మని చెప్పు. So here step number 4, step number 3, these things are already completed. Okay, so it's a time to see, to go for some steps also we did. Seven AM, students, this part, this is a test, we installed it and we tested the connection also. This part I already completed. This is with the DNS, and this is with 127.0.0.1, and Oracle cursor example also we created here. This part we already completed. Okay, done. This part was already completed. Students, is my voice is clear? Is my voice is clear? Okay, so this was completed already. Now it's a time to see, to move to the further. So as a part of this example, we did execute query, cursor object dot execute of query, and this query has done it. What are the types of queries? I said DDL, DML, and DRL types of queries. Now I want to show you types of queries. Here, already said in the last class only, when you go for any type of database, what are the most important? 3 levels I discussed it. One is called what? Come on, physical level. One is physical level. One more is logical level. logical level, and one more is, come on, view level. This part was already done in the class. What is the physical level deals with? Physical level deals with structuring the table, which takes table name and next is column names. I will take it. That is comes under physical level. In conceptual level, we will keep the data. We will keep the data inside the record, inserting the records. Inside of that, we go on inserting the records, and later we do forward. We will read the data from the table. That is called a view level. We can call view level. We can call. I think you are following me. So to do this physical level, we will use it command called what? DDL commands we will use it. DDL commands. One more is called what? DML commands we use it. And DRL commands we use it. For DDL is concerned, we'll go for a physical level. We are going to show the example. Logical level means it is a DML. View level means it is called DRL we are going to discuss. Let us start understanding about the types of queries. Online students, carefully try to follow. Now go to the DRL types of queries. I will open it. Here I'm going to take up DDL commands. I'm opening it. Try to observe it. Types of queries I will open first. Types of queries. In RDBMS software, SQL queries are classified into three types. Number one, DDL, data definition language. The queries are create, alter, drop. I will show you that. DML, data manipulation language queries, insert, update, and delete. And third, DRL, data retrieval language queries. It's called select. Now I'm going to enter into the types of queries and in database softwares. So let us start with first DDL with. First DDL queries, I will go for it. What is the use of DDL? So I'm going to give you here. Look at the DDL. I will give the complete example. The purpose of DDL queries is that to deal with the physical level of the tables, such as table creation with the column names, dropping the tables, that is removing the tables, and restructuring the columns of the table. For that purpose, we use what? DDL. How many are there under that? Three. One is create, alter, drop. Create, alter, drop. We are going to talk about create, alter, drop. So I'm going to talk about what is this create will do, what the alter will do, what the drop will do. I just want to go for it. So go to Oracle students. SQL, I said already in the class. SQL is going to be a common language on all the databases. Okay. So username, system, next is called what you know, Tiger I'm going to enter. This is the username password I'm having. I hope password changed. System and then Tiger, new password. Okay. So I gave a new password here, manager. I gave manager. So here we got it. SQL here. Now we want to go for what? Entering into how do you create a table? First of all, I want to remove the table. Drop. Drop is a query, DDL query. Used for what? Dropping. First, I will start from here. Drop is a query used for dropping the table, that is removing the table. Drop table name. I'm going to write it. Employee is a table name. This employee table was there already in my Oracle. So that I'm going to say table dropped. It means table removed. So next one more is called what? Drop table student. I'm going to write it student. Drop table student. When I say drop table student, student was also removed. It was there in that. Again, if you try to drop it, after removing again you are calling drop table name, you are going to get an error here. Table or view does not exist, you will get it. table or view does not exist, we got it. Okay. So drop table, one more table if you want any such tables are there, teacher. Or to see the table data, of course, I will tell you teacher. This is the I'm dealing with what? Oracle related. It is not my Python students. Don't think that this is a Python related. Whenever I come to SQL, it is related to the database related. It is not related to my Python. I'm just helping you in explaining this type of queries related information. Okay. So anything else, drop table, some temple. So some temporary table was there, that also dropped. So this is a query for dropping the table. If I look at that last part of it, drop. This query is used for removing or dropping the table from database software. Drop table, table name is a syntax. Example, drop table employee. Employee is the name of the table we are going to understand here. So are you able to follow this now? Right. Now I want to go for creating the table now. Creating the table. So I want to go for creating the table. What is our projection here? I want to create a table. I want to create a table student. I want to create a table student where I'm going to take up some information like this. What I want? SNO. Next is called a name. Next is called a name. And next is called what here? Marks. I want to take it. So number I want, this is called a table name. This is called a table name. These are called what? Column names. How do you create? How do you create a table name? How do you create a column names? I just want to go for it. For doing this, I will use the query called what? Create. Create table. Create a table. I need to tell the table name. What is the table name here? Student. Inside of that, we have to mention the column names. Column names I need to mention. So shall I show you directly the statement? So remember this table now. Remember this, how many columns I want? 3 columns. How do you do this now? Create, create table, create a table, student, create a table, student. There I'm going to write it, SNO. Once you write SNO, this is a column name. This is a column name. This column name, this column name is going to allocate memory space. This column name should have the memory space. Who will allocate the memory space generally in our programming? Data type. Data type. Krishna, good. Data type. So the data type will be there in the Oracle. I'm talking about the Oracle here. Oracle, because this is SQL prompt related to Oracle related SQL. In Oracle, there are a lot of data types are there. Of course, I am not a Oracle faculty to tell all the data types. I'm just giving you brief idea about what is Oracle related data type here. So the data type for this SNO is number type, which is a taking size of it, size of it. I'm going to take it. SNO is going to be a column name. To allocate the memory space for this column, I must give a data type called what? Number. So number is the data type. In our Python, what is the data type here? Int. Int related data type in Oracle is what? Number. There I need to mention the size. Size means what? 2-digit number or 3-digit number or 4-digit number or you need to mention the size of your column value. So is it allowing 2 digits or 3 digits or like that? You need to mention it. So I mentioned it 2 digits. That means it takes 2-digit number it will take. Are you following me? Right. Moreover, that part is completed. Next, the name I am taking. Yes, name. That is a name. Name is called what in Python generally? str. str in Python. When you come to Java, data type is called string. When you come to C++, it is called array of characters. But when you come to Oracle related SQL, it is called varchar2. 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 This is the data types in Oracle. And don't misunderstand that these are not related to Python. These are related to database knowledge. You should have the knowledge of database. I'm just helping you by explaining them. Varchar2 of, you need to mention the size again, students. 10 I am going to write it. 10. What is this 10? The name should be of how many characters? 10 characters. So I'll write it, comma, marks I'm going to write it, marks. There also, we need to take what type generally in our Python? Float. In Python, it is called float. This is going to be in Oracle. If you come to it, the data type equivalent data type is number only, number only. If I write number of what, 2, it is representing, it is looking like which type? Int type. But when you come to the float type, there is a number only we will take it. We will take it as what? We will take it as precision comma scale. We will take it. How many decimal places you want? How many integer parts you want? You will take. Suppose if I am taking x, x, x like this and y, y, y like this, totally how many decimal places? 3. How many integer places? 2. Plus you need to mention the dot. What dot also you need the space. So dot also you will add. So it is going to be called what 4 comma 3 you need to write it. 4 comma 3, not 4 comma 3 students. It is going to be called what 7 comma 2 we will write it. 7 comma 2. 7 comma 3, sorry. 7 comma 3. Totally how many? Totally how many? 7. 7 you will write it. How many decimal places you want? 3 decimal places you want. 7 comma 3 you will write it. Are you following me? Right. Suppose I want something like x dot y. Totally how many? 5 comma 2. I will write 5 comma 2. I'll write something like 123.674. Totally how many? 7 comma what? 3. One extra. One extra. Why one extra? For dot also. So I hope that you are following. Number of what? Number of what I will write it? 5 comma 2. Totally how many? 5. Out of that, how many decimal places? 2. 3 left out. 3 left out. 3 left out means what is the dot? 1. Under 2 integer parts we can. I think you are understanding. 2 integer parts, 2 decimal places, 1 dot. Able to follow? Very good. So say semicolon. End of this bracket. End of this bracket. Semicolon is compulsory. So table created. To see the table, we will use DESC. Table name you need to write. What is the table name? DESC stands for describer. Student, I will write it. Student. It is a table name. So it is going to create SNO, which is called a number, name, which is called something like this, marks, which is called something like this. I'll create one more table. One more table. Teacher, I will create. Teacher will contain 3 columns. I will take 3 columns. Create table. Teacher, teacher. I will create teacher number. Teacher number. What is this now? Number of what? 3 digits I want, for example. And moreover, students, and if we go to little deep of the subject, the teacher number should be allowed what values? Teacher number should allow what values? Unique values. Unique values to be allowed. Plus, it should not allow not null values. It is the rule of teacher number. Even student number also. Even your Aadhaar card number also should not allow what? Duplicates. No null values. No duplicate values to be entered. Completely unique values plus no null values to be entered. This combination is known as what in SQL level, primary key we can call. Primary key. What the primary key is equal to? No duplicate values, that is completely unique values, plus no null values to be entered. It is known as what? Primary key. These are called constraints we can call. Constraints. Constraints means what? Rules. So I will write it extra primary key. By writing primary key is an optional. I may write it, I may not write it. Here, I'm not writing it, but here I'm writing. It is strictly I'm imposing it. Teacher number, primary key, I'm saying. Next, I'm going to write it. I think you are following me. Next, name. I need to say name. Name, I'm going to write it. What is the name to be entered here? Name. So varchar 2, varchar 2, 10, and a compulsory I have to enter the value. Without here you see null. That means this will take null as a value. This will take null as a value. Every person must enter completely what? Value to be entered. I should not take it as a primary key. I should take it as what? Generally, not null. I need to write it. Why? Two people can have what? Same name. Actually, when you go to SQL level, when you go to SQL level, constraints will be there, students. That is what the students must have the knowledge on what database constraints. What is the first constraint? One is called what? Primary key. Primary key. Second one is called unique key. Unique. Unique key. This unique key allows what? Duplicate values will not be allowed. Plus, it allows one time null value, it is allowed. Difference between primary key and unique is unique will allow unique values plus one time null value allowed. Null, null, null is allowed. But when you go to primary key, it is what? Unique plus no null values will be allowed. Not null. Third one is called what? Not null is a constraint. Not null is also one of the constraint. Not null. Fourth one is called what? Check constraint is also there. Check. And fifth one is called foreign key. These are all comes in the SQL related explanation in your respective database classes. If you are already databases attending, MySQL, if you attended classes here, they need to teach this type of topics. And I'm just helping you in writing this type of statements. Not null. I hope you are following me. Online students, I hope it is more clear. So here I'm going to take it as what? Who is the Chandramouli? Secondary key. What is that secondary key? Ma? What is the secondary key? Who taught you secondary key? Primary key, secondary key, third key, fourth key, like that. Who taught to you Chandramouli? My dear student, please come to the topic. Second key, third key will not be there. Secondary and all. Primary key plus what? Unique key. Secondary, thirdary, fourthary will not be there. Okay, Chandramouli, come to the point. Next, I'm going to take up one more kind of thing. What is this now? Cell. Cell. What I'm going to take it? Number of what? 5 comma 2. 5 comma 2. I'm writing here called what? Not null. I'm writing not null. Why not null here? Because compulsory the value has to be entered. So this is also table is created. So DESC, I'm taking teacher. DESC teacher. See students, teacher TNO not null. Earlier you observe it. SNO, no, nothing is there. That means it is allowing what values? Because in the case of TNO not null, that means a primary key, it's not showing, but it is going to show not null. T name, not null. Salary is what? Not null. Compulsory I would enter the value. I'll show in the class how primary key works, how not null will works and all those things. Did you understand the creating the table here? Well, online students, did you understand this table creation? This is an extra help I'm giving to you by explaining this type of concept, students. Very well. Now I'm going to enter into the altering students. Altering. DSC student. Observe it. This is my table is created. No doubt in that table is created. What is the table name here? Student. Student. There I'm going to take it SNO comma, name comma, marks I'm going to take it. Then I'm going to take it number. Okay, name. Now I'm going to, before going to that, I want to alter the table. For example, there are only two columns are sizes two. That means up to the value called a 99 only allowed. Up to the value called a 99 only allowed. 100 roll number is coming, it is not allowed. So I need to increase the size of the column or not. How do you restructuring the column sizes? Suppose name is there. Name is containing how many characters? 10 characters. There is a chance of getting more than 10 characters. That time I'll go for what? Alter kind of command I will take it. Alter. So how do you go for it? Alter table, table name, table name. Very important. Alter table, table name. I'm going to write it. There are option I need to write. First, I will increase the column sizes. For that, I will go for modify, modify, extra option, modify. Which columns you want to modify? One column or two columns or how many columns you want to modify? You can modify. SNO, existing column name, and the size, number of what, 3. I'm going to take it. Close it. Suppose you want to go for one more column to increase, say comma. What is this now? Name, name. What I'm going to do? Varchar 2, varchar 2, varchar 2 of what? 15 I am saying. 15, semicolon I'm going to say. Table altered. Table is altered. I hope you are following me. So what is the option I'm using? Alter. Alter with modify. To change the existing column sizes. So there I will say DESC student. What is happening? SNO column size 3. Name is called 15. Earlier 10, it is 10, and then now it is called what? 15. I hope you are following me. Right, done. Next, I'm going to enter into the another part of it. What is the next one? I want to add a new column. New column I want to add. For the new column, same. Alter, table, table name, student, student. Fourth column I want to add. College name I want college name. I want to add the college name. C name I want to add. Extra column I am adding. For that I am using what? ADD. I am taking ADD. There I am going to write it. But I will write it now. COL name. COL name. I'm writing here varchar 2. Varchar 2 of 10. Varchar 2 of 10. You can write even not null also, student. Not null, you can write it. You can add a constraint also for that. Semicolon you say. So table is altered. So here alter with add new column. Alter with modify to change the existing column sizes. DESC student you see. Column name. Say not null is added. Constraint is also coming. Varchar 2 of what? 10. This is called what? Altering and creating. Go to the place, observe it, create. This is purely I'm explaining SQL, which I'm helping you extra here. Create is used for creating the table in database software. What are the syntax, students? Create table, table name, column 1 DB data type, column 2 DB data type, column n DB data type. Examples: create a table, student, SNO number of 2 primary key, yes name, varchar 2 of 10, not null, marks, number of 5 comma 2, not null. I think you are understanding how to create a table. Next, I want to go for what? Altering. How do you alter it? Alter with add option, and then next is what? Modify option. This query is used for altering the table structure. In other words, alter is used for modifying the column sizes. Modify, adding new column names. Column sizes means add, adding new columns means add. Syntax number 1. Alter table table name, modify existing column name 1, DB data type, existing column name n, DB data type. Syntax number 2. Alter table table name, add new column name 1, DB data type, new column name n, DB data type. I think you are following me. Example: alter table teacher, modify teacher number with increasing the size, teacher salary, increasing it. These are called modify means existing columns with extra sizes. Alter table add. Add means what? New column I am adding. COL name, college name. Varchar 2 of 10 and then what? Not null. Are you able to follow this? Simple, students. So drop is already set to you. Now I want to tell you how to write a Python program to create a table. Through Python program, I want to execute the statements. Online students, I hope this explanation is clear. This is purely related to SQL. It is not related to my Python. To get more knowledge in Oracle, I said already the Oracle book name in the last beginning only. Before vacation only, I said. Right? Open the notes, all of you. Open it. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will create employee table, which will create employee table, which will create employee table, which will create employee table in Oracle, in Oracle, in Oracle, which will create employee table in Oracle. So we need to write the Python program. What are the steps here? Look at the steps. Number one, import the module. See that already completed. Every Python program must get the connection from Oracle database. Every Python program must create an object of cursor. Every Python program must design the query, place the query in the cursor object, and send the query for executing the database. And one more is called what? Every Python program must process the result of the query. How to process the result of the query through DDL, DML, DRL, it differs. I'll explain it. Every Python program is recommended to close the connection from database software, and it is purely what? Optional. So how to write the Python code? So students, now I'm going to the Python now. So let us create a table now, students. How simple it is. Now observe it. Now I'm going to take up. I'm going to take here Oracle table create. Oracle table create. Dot table create example1.py. Example1.py. How simple it is. So let us go to this place. So here I'm writing program for program for creating program for creating which table? Employee table. How do you create an employee table? I'm going to write it. Come on. Import. Already said students, don't take much time and you are in touch with the subject only. As what? ORC. It is called optional as ORC. You know, students, Oracle DB. Oracle DB. Hmm, Oracle DB. Okay. As ORC. What is the ORC here? Alias name. So I'm going to create a table. How do you create a table? Come on, faster. This entire thing. First step is what I said. Step number one. Very important concept. This is what is the step number one? Importing the table. Next is called what? Every Python program must get the connection from database. Go to the place. Con is equal to orc dot connect of. I will write it. I'll write it. System slash manager because I changed that password. I changed that password. Manager at the rate of what? Localhost. At the rate of localhost. So I will say here called what now? At this level, what is this now? ORCL. 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 I said ORCL. What is this ORCL? Service ID. What is the localhost? DNS. System is what? Username. What is the manager here? Password. Good. Now I'm going to get it. Connection object is coming. Step number two, this is. Step number two, this is. Next, I need to go for step number three. What is the step number three? Cursor object I need to create. How do you create a cursor object? CUR is equal to CON dot cursor of. It is called step number three. Step number three, that is. Next is called what? Another part I want to design the query or not. Step number four. Very, very important. Cursor object created. Step number four. Design the query and place the cursor object in the and execute. In this place, DESC employee, which was not there, object employee does not exist. Okay. Go to the place. Now I'm going to enter into the step number four. See step number 4 clearly I will write it. Table query is equal, table creation is equal to, how do you write it? Oracle level, same way you will write it. This statement is common. Insert into employee, sorry, create, sorry, create, create table. Table name is called what here? Employee. I need to mention the column names. PNO, what is the type? Number. Since I'm interacting with the database called Oracle, Oracle related data types I need to write it. And here students, all of you should remember, up to this part is common in all databases, all DBs. This is an SQL related, same. But the data types differs from one database to another database. It will compulsory differs. And it is a very easy for the people to understand how to take the databases. Next is called what? I am writing here primary key. Primary key I am writing here. Comma what next? Name I am going to take it name. What is the name here? Varchar2 of 10. I will write Varchar2 of 10. What I will write it? Not null I will write it. Comma what I will write it? Shall I will write it. It is called a number of what? 5 comma 2 I will write it. It is comes under not null again. Not null again. So I hope that it is more clear for you. At that place, close the bracket of the query. This entire thing you must understand carefully. Table query, create a table name, employee number of primary key, name not null, cell number of 5 comma 2 not null, 5 comma 2 not null. I hope it is more clear. Table creation query is done. Now I want to execute this query. This query I need to go for it. How do you execute? COR dot. Already we decided execute of what? TC. TC. Here you see explanation step number 4 is a very important. Step number 4. Here you see step number 4. To execute it, we'll go for what? Cursor object execute of your query. Which query? DDL query I passed it. Here also same thing we passed it. So once step number 4 is done, step number 5, at this level, we are just printing step. What is that now? Table created. Table created in Oracle database. In Oracle database, I'm writing here. Oracle DB verify. Verify I can say. And if any exception is coming, that exception part, you know how to handle it. That I'll write it try. That I will write it try. There I'm going to write it. What should I do? Except, what should I write it? Except, completely forget, database error. Database error. I can write a statement simply problem in, problem in, problem in Oracle database. Oracle database. What is that problem if you want to get it? I already said in the last class. As what? DB. As a DB, comma what? DB. That problem will be captured in where? DB. That I shown you that. This is called what? Steps here. Either exception will be processing here, or I'm going to say step number 5. This is also comes under what? Step number 5 only. Either successful message to be shown or exception message will be shown. So step number 1, importing the module. Step number 2, getting the connection from the Oracle database. Step number 4, 3 is called what? Creating the cursor object. Step number 4, create the query, design the query, and execute the query. Step number 5, process the query result either in the form of result format or in the form of exception format. So coming to the point of it, now I'm going to write it. So here, what is this? Sir, double slash will come where, Laksha? Where double slash will come, my dear student? Coming to the point of it, here are double slashes. No, because it's totally getting problem. Double slashes will come in the case of what? Absolute path time only it will come. So by forgetting, if you apply here, you will get error. Shall I execute my program now? Execute this program now, online students. Now see that it is having some problem. Missing right parenthesis. It is saying missing right parenthesis. Somewhere else there is a missing right parenthesis, it seems. So where is that parenthesis? You verify. Here it is going to be employee number of 2. Primary key varchar like this. Next is called as salary. Now here might be closing. Closing bracket. For this bracket, closing problem might be coming across. So at the end of the table, I will go here. Is there now? Not null, primary key, varchar 2. Where is the missing parenthesis? Hmm? Spelling mistake. This is called a spelling mistake. C-H-A-R, varchar. I wrote wrong. So, varchar. C-H-A-R, varchar 2. Here also, number of varchar 2. Spelling mistake should not be given. So, try to run it now. It will be created. Table created in Oracle database, verify. Go to this place and say DESC now. It is perfectly showing. Is the table created or not? Table created. ENO, name. Next is called what? Salary. I want to execute this program once again. Once again, I want to execute. If you execute once again, same table will not be created again, students. Same table will not be created again. Try to run this. You are going to get it. Problem. What is the problem? Read out. Name already used on the name of what? Existing object called what? Employee. So since Oracle 19C is called what object oriented. Oracle 19C also comes under object oriented. All the table names are treated as what? Objects only. So that object is already existing. You cannot create another table. Suppose I want to create one more table. One more table I want to create. What is this table I want to create? Citizen, 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 ADC number, Aadhaar card number, number of 2, primary key. So citizen name is varchar 2. And next is called what? Age. Age I will enter. Age. And age is called number of 2 I am entering. Number of 2 or number of 3 I am entering. What is the citizen is called? Table name. Now I'm going to say ADC. Something like this I entered. And this will be getting created. Try to run this. Citizen is not there here. DESC, DESC, citizen, I'm going to write it, which is not there here, does not exist. Try to run this code and understand that table created and verifying the table part created. DESC, citizen here, ADC, not null, name, and then age. These are the column names and all those things. I hope it is more clear for you. Is it clear? Online students, I think it is more clear. Is it clear, students? How to create the table? Now I want to create the same table dynamically, students. Dynamically, I want to go for creating it. How to create the table dynamically? Now I'm going to enter into the next example. I will go for creating the table newly. So go to the place, Oracle table example 2.py, execute it. Students, I will copy this entire thing, and moreover, if anybody is requiring this table code to be used again and again, they can write it in the form of function or not. Of table create, table creation, table create is a function name. What is the use of writing function name? I can reuse in my project wherever I like it. So here I'm going to take it what? I want to create a table. How do you write it? This entire place. I want to go for writing. Come on. Input of. I will read from where? Keyboard. Enter. Enter the query. Enter the query. Enter the query to create a table. To create a table. In where? Oracle. Oracle. We are going to take the dynamic query, students. Dynamic query, we are going to take it. Sorry. We are going to take the query dynamically. Enter the query. Enter the query to create a table in Oracle. So that is TC. And That TC value I am passing dynamically here. Are you able to follow? So that TC I am going to pass it. Let us execute this part. So here I am going to create what is happening. Function call is required or not? Function call is required. I'm writing main program student. I'm writing main program here. Main program I'm going to take up. What is the main program now? Here I'm going to write it. Table query, table create. This is called a function call. This is called a function call. This function call will make it go for this place. So try to run it now. Enter the query to create a table. How do you create a table now? Let us start here. Create, create. Spelling mistake should not be there, students. Table, emperor, TEMP, some name I'm going to take it. Temp, what I'm going to take it. TNO, something like a number of two. No keys and all those things I'm applying. Name of what? Varchar, Varchar of 10. Say here like this. Closing the bracket, entering the bracket. Don't give semicolon here. Don't give semicolon. Are you able to follow? This table will be created. Table created in Oracle database. Go to the Oracle database. I'm going to write it. DESC. What is this now? Temper. DESC temper. So here, temporary table, what I created is coming. I think it is dynamically how to create the table also you learned it. And then how to create without a fixed table, how to create it also you learned it. Clear up? Right. Online students, I think it is more clear. So Lakshmi. So Prasanna. So now I will go for the next level. That is called what? Another type of query is called what? Create is over. Next I'll go for what? Alter. Write down. Open that. Create is completed, students. Alter. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will which will alter the table, which will alter the column names of, which will alter the column sizes 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 of employee table, employee table, which will alter the column sizes of employee table, which will alter column sizes of employee table. Right. Now I'm going to enter into where? Alter. How do you write the alter now? Same steps. Go to the next example also. I'm going to take up. Here I'm taking program called what? Oracle alter, alter with what option? Modify. Modify, correct or not? Modify. Altering the table is nothing but what? Column sizes altering means what? Modify or add? Modify na add? Modify. Modify. Try to spell out. Modify. So there I'm going to take up program for altering altering the table, altering the table columns, columns columns sizes. So how do you go for doing that? There I'm going to write it. Import same to same our database name Oracle DB as what? ORC. There I'm going to write it. Function name I will write, students. DEF alter with modify, alter with modify, modify. So I'm writing in the form of what? Functions. Because any type of code is coming right in the form of type this place only. So ORC dot database error, database error DB, and you print that problem in problem in where? Oracle database. What that problem I need to get it? DB I need to write it. So there within that I need to write it. What should I write it now? Get the connection. Get the cursor or not? Those steps are same. Those steps are same. Nothing to be changed at this level. Next, I need to go for step number 4. What is the step number 4? Our query. Query. Connection is same. Cursor is same. In all the places, everything is same. Any database you use it. What is the table alter? Table alter with a M. Term is equal to. Come on, first. Alter table employee. What type columns you want to change it? ENO. Number of what you want. Just to check it once here. DESC. DESC. Employee UC. Employee number is going to be 2 here. I will go for 3. Employee name is called 10. I'll go for 15. 15. I'll go for this. Number of 3 students, comma. What is the next term? Name. What is this now? Varchar 2 of what? 10. Varchar 15. I will go for it. Okay. 15. And close. And you will not use what? Modify. You will get error or not? I'll go for what? Modify. Compulsory I have to write modify. Then this will be altered. So this closing bracket, ending bracket, this is called what you know? This is altered. So I'll write step number 5. Students, step number 5, I will write it. What is this now? Print of employee table or table altered. Table altered. Altered. The column sizes. Column sizes. I will write it. So either I will go for this message will be shown or in the form of what exception will be shown. Either in the form of message will be shown or in the form of exception will be shown. This is comes under processing. Now I need to go for what? Main program I need to take it. Main program I need to. What is the main program? Alter with modify, which is now called what here? Function call. Function call this is try to run try to run. Here it is going to be table altered the column sizes. Table altered the column sizes. Now I'm going to take up. Check it out here. DESC employee. What is happening? Hmm? Not executing. Yes, correct. Not executing. Need to execute. What is that now? CEO or dot? Execute. Execute of what? TAM. TAM. Now I need to execute. That's perfect. Executed. Altered with the column sizes. Go to the place. So here still it is going to be 2 only. Now you see that is it going to be changed or not? 2 becomes 3 here. 10 becomes what? 15 here. It is altered. Online students, I hope you are following me. This is about what? Altering the column sizes. Now I need to go for what? Table I want to add it. Table. I want to go for adding the column name extra I want to add. Open the notes. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will which will which will add the new column which will add the new column which will add the new column which will add the new columns to the employee table to the employee table to the employee table to the employee table, right? So which same thing I will take it. Look at students, here I am going to enter into this type of thing. Python here, go to that. With what here? Add. With add I am going to take it. With add dot py I am going to take up. How do you take up this now? So here you take it. With add I am going to take up. Try to carry the same code. Try to take up Here I'm going to altering the table by adding what? Column name. By adding column name. So how do you do it? With add for your understanding purpose. Dot py. With add here also you'll go for it. With add I will go for it. Here connect to that cursor object. Now alter table name. What I should say? Add off. Add off. I need to say. What is the column name? I need to take it. Column name I need to take it. What is the column name? COMP name. Company name. I'm taking. Varchar2. Varchar2 of 10. And saying what not null I'm going to say. Constraint also I'm keeping. Adding new column. So execute. Table altered. Table altered by adding new column. Altered by adding new column name. New column name. So double quotes and database error, everything same with add, with add. So I'm going to write it. I hope you are following me. Simple, simple students. So here we got the message. Table altered by adding new column name. Check it out. Go to the place. Already 3 columns are there. D, E, S, C. I got the new column added or not? New column added. This is comes under alter kind of thing. When you go to DDL, alter kind of thing also comes under. How to create a table, how to alter the table, through Python programming. Now I want to go for what? Dropping the table. Following me? Right out. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will which will remove the table name permanently. Which will remove the table name permanently. Which will remove the table name permanently. Which will remove the table name permanently from Oracle database. From Oracle database. From Oracle database. From Oracle database. Okay. So try to see this now. I'm going to drop the table name here. How to do that? Follow this now. Very easy. Same to same mechanism. What will be changing here? Can you tell me? Oracle drop example.py. Drop table. Only query I need to change. Rest of them are going to be same. Program for program for hmm, program for dropping or removing the table. Removing the table name. Removing the table name. How do you do that? Same to same. Importing same. Importing same. Connection same. Cursor same. Execution same. What will be changing simply? Come on. Query will be changing. Rest of them will be same. Same to same. So I will carry. I'll carry this code, students. One should follow me carefully. Oracle DB as ORC. Now I'm going to take it. Table drop. Table drop. I'm going to write it. Table drop. Same. Connection is same. Connection is going to be cursor object same. And now I'm going to change my query. How do you do that now? Come on, drop query, drop table. DT is equal to, come on, drop table, table name, student, I will write it. DT, I will write it. Execute, DT. Execute is same in all the places. And table dropped, table dropped, verify, table dropped, verify. I need to write it. Problem in this place, and I need to call the function name. What is this function name? Table drop off. Function call is coming. Function call is coming. You check it out at your place. DESC. What is that now? Table name student. Is there or not? You check it out. Is it there or not? That is going to be dropping now. It is getting removed now. Online students, carefully try to follow. Execute this query. Execute this query. So here, table dropped, verified. Go to the place, students, and see student. Is it there or not there? Because it is removed. Once you remove the table, you will be getting does not exist. Now, one more time, I want to drop it. This is called what? Getting the table to be dropped. One more way you can use it, student. One more way. This is a dropping example one now. This is called a dropping the example number one. So 1 minute, student, you follow me. This is a drop example one.py. So this is done. So this is done. Dropping example one.py. Are you following me? One more example, I want to go for it. One more example, I want to go for it. What happens here? Drop example one. Okay. So drop example one. So that is finished. Now I want to go for example two. I want to go for getting the table name dynamically from the keyboard. How to do that? Now I'm going to take up. Same to same. Now I'm going to take up. Here I'm going to say drop example 2.py. Going to use it. Try to carry the same example. Here I'm going to write it. There are multiple ways are there to drop the tables. With the dynamic, I'm going to show you here. So coming to the point back, example 2.py. Here table is there now. I will write one small conclusion. Percentage S is equal to, what are the percentages? Long ago, percentage D, percentage F, percentage S, that are very important, I said. These are called format specifiers. So we are going to write it. Here I'm going to specify the value for this now. How do you get it? I say percent of input of enter table name. Enter table name. That's all. That value will be saying to what? Percent. I hope you are following me. Yes. Where I said these percentages, when you go to your batch, 7 a.m., display data. That display data time only I was executed that. I shown you that format specifier, students. Format specifiers. Here. Percentage D, percentage of so many examples on that area. Percentage yes, percentage numbers, all those things we explained it. That part I'm using in today. Percentage yes, and I'm going to run this table. Let us try to run this. Enter the table name, student I am entering, which was already removed now. You will get the answer called what? Table or view does not, table or view does not exist. Because of this is a called exception. I'm processing that. Table is not there. Try to run once again. Now I'm going to write it. Temple. Temple. So I'm not pressing enter key. You just check it. DESC. DESC. Temp I'm going to write it. So it is going to be showing to you that temporary table is there. You go to this place now, students. Press enter key. What is happening? Table dropped. Go to this place and check it out, which is not there. Are you following how to remove the table? Simple, students. Go to one more way, one more table. I want to drop it. What is that? Citizen table is there. Say citizen. This table is there. I want to drop this also. How do you do that? Go to the place, run this now. I'll go forward. Say here, citizen. Citizen I'm going to take up. This is a table dropped. So check it out whether it is there or not. This is not there. I think you're following me. This is related to what? How to drop the table. So if I enter the same thing again, you will be getting exception. You will be getting exception again. Citizen here, you got the table or view does not exist. Table or view does not exist, you got it. I hope you are. This is about which type of comments these are all called? Type of comments these are all called? DDL. DDL deals with what? How to deal with the physical level of tables, such as how to create a table with a column names, how to go for dropping the tables, how do you restructuring the columns, either in the case of changing columns or adding the columns. I hope you are following me. Are you following me? Right. So Divyanshu is asking, after creating a table, can we change the column name of the data type? Not possible to change it. Once you create a table, you cannot go for changing the column names. You can add the column names, you can add the column sizes, but the column names you should not change. So this is a very important kind of concept. If we come to the types of queries, what are completed here? DDL is completed. DML, tomorrow class I will do it. Actually, still time is there. 10 more minutes time is there, but some lot of students are absent. Still holidays are not sufficient for them. Still they are in the underground only. So it takes 1 or 2 days to come out. Students, and sir, why some other faculty is going for new Django class? What about your Django class, sir? See, ma, whatever the batch they start, I will go for it. Whatever the batch they allot, I will explain. And different faculties are there to deal with the different batches. If they put that batch for me, I will handle. If they put some other batch for me to somebody, they will handle it. Okay. And today, 11 o'clock, new Python batch is starting. Any friends are there? Tell them students. Okay. So I'll stop the class. Tomorrow class, I'll go for what? DML operations, I will go for it. DML operations, I'm going to discuss. New Python batch is there, students, and any friends are there, you can inform them. Pratik Gupta. So, which is shortcut we use, sir, for arranging and alignment of code? Nothing. I'm using tab. I'm using tab. Tab. I said already beginning. Tab and backspace only we need to use. Srajan, sir, will there be a no Django class by you? See, ma'am, I already said no. Once they allot my batch, I will take. Once they did not allot, whichever batch they allot, I will take up that. Okay, that's all. So my batch will be there or not, I cannot say. Whichever batch they will allot, I will take up that. Okay, right. Thank you, students. Don't miss tomorrow class. Thank you. All the best. Any doubts are there, students? Hold on. I will look into that. Online students. Suresh. Suresh.
Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, Django class will you take for us, sir? We like your class more, so if you take, it will be useful for us.
Unmuted you. You can speak to me. You can speak.
Yeah. Sir, Django class will you take for us?
Am I audible
Because,
first of all to students?
Yes,
Am
sir,
I
you're
audible,
audible.
students?
Sir, you're audible. Sir, you're audible, sir. Are you able to hear me?
Online students, am I audible? Okay. Suresh, you tell me now. So I unmuted you.
Okay. Sir, will you able to handle the Django class for us, sir?
Suresh, I unmuted you.
Sir, I'm speaking, sir.
Manas, please take Django class, sir. My dear student, whatever batch they allot, I will take it. Prasad, same, my dear student. But I'm not getting your voice, ma. Suresh, I'm not getting your voice.
Okay. Sir, my query is only for Django class only, sir. Will you able to handle the Django class for us? Because we know we learned the basic Python. So if you
I'm
take
not getting
the
your
Django
voice,
also, it will
Suresh.
be much helpful for us.
Online message not with online voice not with. Anuj, okay, he is asking to take Django classes. Seema, whichever class they will put. Okay, Suresh, you are asking, that's true. Okay, so but whichever batch is allotted, I will take that batch, Prasad, Suresh, to all the students. Any more doubts, in Python class? Any more doubts? Anyone, Nagaraju, any database you can take it. 19C, 21C, any database you can take it. No issue. Can take, no issue. Okay, right. Satya, you can take it now, but better to go for percentages. Percentages you need to take. NL, CMA, that is the batch which is available evening 6 o'clock. NumPy Pandas is going on. Your data. Any other batch is starting, we will intimate to you. Any other timing? No, evening only. Evening only that will be starting. Evening started. It is under continuation process. It is a progress. We cannot start another batch. It will start after 4 months again. Okay. Thank you, students. All the best. Don't miss next class. Evening 6 p.m. it's there. And we are having tomorrow the same class. And today there is a new Python batch is there. Go for it. Sandhya, today you do it one more. Today you do it Oracle. MySQL I will tell you from my side. MySQL I will tell you from my side. Okay. Fine. Thank you, students. All the best.